Alright guys, welcome back to another one of my battles. This one was against SkySaber from the Gamefaqs battle board. He's one of the leaders of one of the other guilds there. And I've wanted to battle him for a while, and I finally got my battle. And he actually did a great job on this one. So here we go. Alright, so he leads off with his Swampert, and I lead off with my Roserade. And I actually expected him to have some kind of held item to resist my grass move, because I didn't expect him to stay in at all. So I just used Energy Ball because I didn't feel like setting up Toxic Spikes, because I figured he'd just kind of roll me out or set up Stealth Rocks, and I knew that would be really bad for my team. So I just used my Energy Ball, and that wipes him right out. So, yeah. He sends out a Heatran to scare out my Roserade, and it works, and he gets up a free sub, and I send in my Milotic. And I stay in because I know I can take just about anything a Heatran throws at me, and it happens to be a hidden power, which I believe is grass, only because A, it's super effective, so it can only be grass or electric, and electric just doesn't seem it doesn't seem very useful on a Heatran, so I'm pretty sure it's grass. So I use Surf to break his sub, and we both got a little lefties damage or recovery. And I assume that he's going to switch, because seeing how much that hidden power did to me, I didn't think that he would assume that it couldn't ever beat me. And then I just use a Surf on him to take him out. So I predict a switch and go for a free Aqua Ring, which in hindsight was a really bad play. I mean, it probably wouldn't have affected the outcome of the battle, but yeah, if I'd have gone for a Surf here instead, I would have gotten a pretty good chunk on this Lucario off, seeing how much the first one does what I do right now. And he gets a free Swords Dance up, because he and I both know that he can't take a Surf, or he can, and he'll live it with moderately well. So I'm almost back up at full HP, only 6 off, and then he used a close combat, which I initially thought that I might be able to live with like very few HP and get the Surf off. But after he hits me down, I realized that he's a Life Orb, so I basically had no chance of surviving that. He takes a little defense drops. He loses some HP and my Milotic goes down. So sometimes I fly gun because it's Scarf, and I wasn't really thinking of extreme speed. And he used extreme speed on me, and I expected to die from this, and I was thinking I'm gonna get swept right here, because I have nothing that can take his extreme speed. But I live with 3 HP, which really surprised both of us. And then I get a Fire Punch off, and his Lucario's down, and that saves me quite a bit of trouble. Now he sends out a Gyarados, probably mostly for the Intimidate and for the Fire Punch resist, because I'm sure my Flygon's, like most of them, it's choiced in some way. So I send out my Roserade just to get my Flygon out of there, and Roserade seemed like the best idea. So he gets off a free dance, which is fine by me, because I don't think he carries Ice Fang like I do on mine. And I'm right, he goes for the taunt, and I use Sludge Bomb, which does a decent chunk to him. I was mostly just hoping for the Poison Hacks, because I was pretty sure if he was a Dragon Dance and he had leftovers, and I was trying to counteract it a little bit. Then he uses Waterfall, which kind of proves to me that he doesn't have Ice Fang. And it doesn't do very much. it does under half. I'm still in the green. And I just used Sludge Bomb again because I was expecting to live. And Energy Ball wouldn't have done crap. And then I get the Poison Hex this time, which at this point doesn't really matter because he's now solo HP that almost anything I have can take him out. So he's taking poison damage, which negates his lefties and takes like 10 or 15 more. Then he uses Stone Edge, which missed, and I really don't think that miss matters at all because I'm pretty sure it's resisted like 2 times by me or something. So that probably would have done less than a waterfall, or maybe the same since it was a little more base power. But anyway, I just finished his Gyarados off with a Sludge Bomb. Here he sends in a Weavile, which I haven't faced in a really long time. So I wasn't really prepared for one. So I really didn't think of an Ice Shard. I figured it'd do like an Ice Punch or something because it's faster than me, so why not? But either way, my Roserade goes down. And I kind of foddered it out at this point just to see what he would do. And to see what kind of item he was carrying. And this was just a stupid play on my part. Because I knew Ice Shard was priority. Because I was just going to U-turn out on him to get a massive amount of damage on him. But he uses Ice Shard to just take out the last 3 of my HP. Which that was just stupid on my part. I just wasted my Flygon. Which would have died anyway, but that was just stupid. So I sent in my Machamp after my Flygon went down. Because I know I can pretty much take anything that a Weavile throws at it. Because I have max HP, and basically all it learns is stuff that I resist. I go for the Bullet Punch just because I figured he'd do something that would hurt me more. And I'd be able to go faster. And I don't know if that crit mattered or not, because it was super effective. And his defenses are crap, so it might not have. But either way, his Weavile's down. Then he sends out a Starmie, which I haven't fought too many of them like this. I don't know if this is normal to people now, but I never expected a Psychic on a Starmie. Just because it only covers fighting types. So I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like a Surf or something. But he uses Psychic, so that takes out my Machamp. I send up my Electivire expecting to outspeed. Although if he's timid, then it won't. If it's modest, I got like a very small window to outspeed. Because at modest, at max, it can be 329 if it's got 31 IV. And I'm at 312, so it would have to have a rather poor speed IV for me to outspeed it. But I'm thinking he was timid because that didn't kill me and it should have. I'm pretty sure that should have killed me if it was modest. But anyway, it doesn't. I live with a little bit of HP, and I get the Thunder Punch off. And I'm still alive long enough to get the Earthquake off on the Heatran. Because it left me with enough that I could get 2 Life Orb shots out. So I use Earthquake on the Heatran because I know I will outspeed it. And it goes down, and my Life Orb kills me. Which is fine because I still have a Yon Mega left. So I win by 1. So that was an awesome game, SkySaber. And I don't know. That was just an awesome game, man. Glad I battled you.